So the other day, we used to have big trash day. Well, here in Moore we'd have it twice a year. You know, it's a big trash day. It was great for everybody because it happened again twice a year, so everybody would have their stuff out on the curb. And for people like me, I could go by and pick stuff up and either fix it or repurpose it or whatever. The scrap metal guys, they could go through and get their scrap metal all at once, and it was really a good thing. But then they stopped doing that and they went to where we still have big trash day twice a year, but the only difference is we have to call them and then they'll come out and pick it up, so you never know on that. Well, down the street a guy had this out by the curb. It didn't have an air filter on it. I noticed Walmart was selling this end of season, so I got it for $6. I didn't have a screw the right size. This one was too long, but I found this old twist nut thing, whatever, and I made that work. So but yeah, to my surprise, I put some carburetor cleaner through it. Sucker fired right up. Runs good. There are some adjustment issues, like it won't come all the way back. I hadn't really messed with it other than doing that. I wanted to put that on there in case it rained. I wouldn't have to worry about it. But yeah, it runs pretty good. Oh, and the throttle cable doesn't work, but not a biggie. So I also found, oh, let's see, there's that toolbox over there. It's a decent sized little toolbox. I don't know, might just throw it in the back of the truck, or I don't know, something, give it to the boys, something like that. Alright, see the air compressor down in there, that little one? So I found that, and I was just going to use it as a little piggyback. Anyways, I was going to use it as a little air compressor, a little piggyback air compressor. I figured the motor was junk. It was a little Harbor Freight one, so I was going to take off the motor and just basically fill it up with air, and then come out here and fill up these tires, which would probably take a couple of trips. But anyways, use it that way. Well, I plugged it in and it worked. The only thing I could find that was wrong with it, the oil where you fill the oil up, there's a little like one-way valve, and it was broken off. So I might go get that today, I don't know. But here's that little valve. It was just broken off. So I was able to back it out, and now I just got to put a new one in there. So I'm just going to keep that out here, and then that way I have electricity run out here underground. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, see that? So I can just hook up the air compressor, fill up all the four-wheeler tires and all that stuff, and then fill this up if I need to. I do need to get a hose and put out here for that, but anyways, thought that was pretty cool. It seems like we never find good stuff in the trash. Normally it's junk. Let's see, next thing, these were some junk mower parts. I'm assuming cast aluminum. Anyways, aluminum, or friends across the pond would say aluminium. But yeah, so I think I'm going to try to melt these down. There's a few different ways that I've seen, and the cheapest one is you build a Dakota fire and you put a little steel pot with the aluminum in it and a little blower running through it, good to go. Whenever you're done, fill it in. Cutting this about right here or so, and I could do a couple of things. I could do a oiled, we'll have some used oil. I could drip some oil down in there with the, looks like a pipe. So I got a pipe going in like this with air. Right here we'll have where the oil kind of drips down in there with a little valve. At the end of the pipe, down here, we'll have some sort of air source, a fan, an old hair dryer or something like that. But actually I'd want to put this in at an angle so it'll kind of swirl around. So you can have an oil burner one, or you'll have just a big tube, and then you can put charcoal around it, and then a smaller crucible, just a steel pot basically, and crush up the aluminum, and then I can get those like bars of aluminum, and from there I could either make well, castings if I wanted to or whatever. So I might do that as a winter project, as it'll be hot once I get that stuff going. So anyways, that's kind of an update that's been going on. So I'm pretty excited about this. This thing ought to be pretty quick. The guy told me it ran 160 miles an hour. Now I don't know if he's just got the biggest kahunas in the world, or if he's telling a little bit of a fib, but there's no way I'd be going that fast. But anyway, y'all stay tuned. If you got questions, feel free to ask, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. See ya.